Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you, I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me, but that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name, now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head'll make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap, I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and that's not really fair. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie and pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas.
Shalom Israel, with ISUPK, ISUPK South Carolina, teaching LASHAWAN QADASH. My name is Officer Kazak Shapar. We're teaching LASHAWAN QADASH here in ISUPK. Start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commanding General Yohana in 1969. We're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. We teach that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up and are indeed the 12 tribe of Israel. Get in ISUPK so you'll know the truth. As a matter of fact, if you're not under Commanding General Yohana and ISUPK started in 1969, you're simply not in the truth. Today's topic, we're going to teach a little bit about the salutes that we have in ISUPK. The only pure words that can be recognized as a salute, you know. Like I talked about a little while back, the word shalom is not really a word, you know. That's some made-up word they get from Yiddish, adding another one of the characters. If you notice, we have our Hebrew Israelite School UPK official LASHAWAN QADASH chart. It's the holy tongue. Holy is QADASH. Tongue is LASHAWAN. There are 20, and we'll, you know, as people go in and come in and chat, some things may be repetitive. There are 22 characters. There are 22 characters in the Hebrew tongue, okay? There are 2 vowel sounds, the ah, right here. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, I guess you can see this. Ah, okay, and the I, right there. The ah and the I, okay? 22 characters. Hebrew is a pure language. This is a language of our tongue. Of the blacks, Hispanics, and native Indians make up and are indeed the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why we speak a pure language. We have a holy tongue. Our words are pure. Okay? The Most High did that purposely so that we'll have a language to be able to write the word. The words of prophets will be a language to have. The prophets would be able to have a language to write the words, because if you notice all these Bible translations out here that are completely confusing. People use the New King James Version, the NIV, this standard, that standard, and it's against the law, actually. I may bring some of that out in the law class next Wednesday, depending on who teaches class. But I want to say this. The salute, we have one for men and one for women, okay? We're going to go over that tonight, and we're going to go over some more things also. We're going to show you what we do in ISUPK. We're going to show you also about it's your reasonable service to serve the Most High. You present your body as a living sacrifice. These words are pure, tried in gold and silver. And that means that when you try something, you burn it. You burn out all the dross, all the impurities, You get that's what these when the Most High, that's why we try to keep the integrity, that word, the integrity of our language intact. Under Commander General Yohanan since 1969, the Spirit been poured out on this earth to teach properly. And for this Friday night class, that's what we try to do. We try to say shalom and not shalom. We got so many fake Hebrew Israelite camps out there that are completely discombobulated, don't understand. They need to get back to ISUPK where they started from. Make no doubt about it. Don't get twisted. This is where they started from. All Hebrew Israelites started under Commander General Yohanan in 1969. ISUPK, International School of Practical Knowledge. Get in here. Get a flower. You see us on the street? Learn how to speak our language. Learn the pure words. Learn the Hebrew. Understand our number system. Understand how we function. Understand our precepts. Understand our breakdowns. Understand what the Most High has to tell you from the Bible. Let me grab the Bible here for a second, Salakia. Let me see. Here it is right here, the Bible and the Tanakh. And of course the, Salakia for a second here. I'm trying to bring something out here. Okay, here it is right here. We use a King James Version of the Bible. There it is right there. That's what we use. No big secret. There it is. Unless you're in the Christian church, this is a secret to you. You don't even know what this is. Some people have it dusted on the shelf. The pastors grab it out, get one scripture, and you start jumping around pews like you're half crazy because you don't have a pure tongue. You don't even understand what's in here. These are, if you get a King James Version written in 1611, okay, 1611, where the Apocrypha is already set in it, then you'll have an understanding of a beginning, an understanding, a breakdown. We have people checking in the chat of what's going on. You have what you call this. This is the Apocrypha, the King James Version, okay? That's what the King James Version of 1611 has. King James of Scott, I believe he had about 9 kingdoms that he ruled at one time. The Most High gave him the commission to translate the Hebrew into this Bible, okay? And even some of the other part of the Greek, the Bible, the only reason why it's in that Greek, because our people in Northern Kingdom went up to Greece, and Paul went up there to talk about that. And that's a whole other lesson of study. But the Hebrew language is in Paleo-Hebrew. That's the main focus. We'll say Paleo here. Paleo. Of course, it's in Assyrian also because of our captivity in the Assyrian Empire. We talked a little bit about that when we were, I believe it was in Daniel's days, where he had to go through his little eating the king, not wanting to eat the king's meat, saying proper prayer. The Bible says pray without ceasing. And Daniel held up our standard. That's what we should be doing as brothers and sisters in the ISUPK, Ak and Akwafs. So like to the men above me. We should be studying our Hebrew so we'll understand the pure words. These words actually help you translate, look up some words and understand what the Bible is saying. I mean, I do it all the time. But the only reason why is because under command of General Hana, under the teachers, under the officers here in the ISUPK, they taught me, and I'm passing it on as a teacher in the office of 50, Kamashim. That's what 50 means, Kamashim in the ISUPK, to pass it on. So you can look up words in your Bible, you can look up words in your Apocrypha, because the Apocrypha is inside of that. I did this scenario, I did all of this so that you'll understand that these words are pure. They're holy. This is not something that you just lay on the shelf, or you won't understand. I mean, the Bible says they hunt our steps, for we cannot know. They hunt our steps. What was that, Lamentations? Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find this here. We got time here, I believe. Now that ain't the one I want to go to. Let's go to. Let's go to another text here. Let's go to another text here. Instead of they hunt our steps. Let's go to a text here about the Christian churches out here and what the pastors are doing, and their verdict is going to be, hey, listen, why do you teach like the ISUPK teach? Why do you give up your tithes and offer to the Commander General Young and ISUPK so you can learn what we're learning? To understand this holy language. Why do you get into class? Why do you do that? Why? Okay, and the Bible says, look at it. This is what he said to the pastors. Let's go to Jeremiah 23rd chapter. Woe be unto the pastors to destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastors, saith the Lord. They scatter them because they didn't teach people how to say shalom properly. They don't teach people how to say Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai Barak Athah. We're going to show you what these words mean here in a second here. The men have a salute, just like the women have a salute, you see. Nowadays, the families are so messed up, women are saying, they try to be on the same level, and they got things completely messed up. There's no household values, you see. When we came over here in slave ships, in Deuteronomy 28:68, you know, we were probably wondering, what curse are we under? Well, I'm letting you know, that curse under Deuteronomy, all the way through that chapter is what we're under. And all the way till we get up to this text here, our pastors are preaching false words. Our black heathens are teaching them to say anything and discombobulate our people. Okay, Esau is completely messed up. We talked about it in Wednesday law class. But we're going to say in the LASHAWAN QADASH class, we're going to study and keep the language holy and pure. And we're going to go over the pure words of the Hebrew so you'll know how to greet a brother. You know how to greet a sister. But the Bible says this in Jeremiah, the 23rd chapter, woe be unto those pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Most High. You see? That's what he said. He says, woe be unto them. That's going to be something. Woe means destruction. Wake up. It's a judgment. Woe be unto you. See, the Most High. That's what he's saying. Let's see who's checked in the class. Let's lock him for a second. Let's see who's checked in the class. You'll understand. We have UPK Asha. All right. Natasha. And Dina. Very good. Asha, Natasha, and Dina. And see, you guys you keep checking in the class, and I'm going to take down the names. I always take down the names so you can get, no matter if it's brother or sister, you will get your name and be part of this ISUPK. So we have Asha, Trooper Asha, Dina McCall. Glad to have you here. Congratulations for having your son. She's happy. And let's see, who else? Slockton for 1 second. Let's make sure I get it right. Dina, Ashan, all right, that brother. I know he's proud. They had that son, Ashan, and Natasha. Okay. That's DeQuan's rib. Natasha. Okay, slock you for that. All right, we'll get on with class. All right, and so we have brothers and sisters. We're glad to have you. Like I said, Ashad, Dana, Ashan, Natasha, and I'm sure many others joining in. I want to let you know that, you know, we have this chart over here. I can teach you a little better now to show you. I'm going to get an even bigger chart for you. I'm going to show you that the LASHAWAN QADASH is a holy tongue. It is, we'll repeat a little bit. There are 22 characters in the Hebrew language, okay? 22. In the Paleo-Hebrew and or the Assyrian. There are 2 vowel sounds. The ah, let's go here to it. Right here. The ah, right here. Yeah, we can see it. The ah and the I sound. Right there. That sound and that one. Those make up characters. Those 2 characters are the vowel sounds. That's how we have our vowels. Instead of A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y, we have 2. The ah and the I. Once you learn these, you'll be on your way to understanding the Hebrew language, okay? And there are 22 characters. Of course, the Paleo-Hebrew, the Most High is the pure language. Of course, we got Assyrian language when we were in captivity in Assyria. You know, that's Daniel's empire, that King Nebuchadnezzar and all that. Of course, Persia took it over and so on and so forth until we finally got to Rome. By that time, the language right here is called Assyrian. That Assyrian language, we'll put it right here. Assyrian. We need another pencil there. Another pen. Assyrian, okay? All right? And this about as ragged as my pen here, because the Assyrian language is just a language that we have to study that to let you know that's what the language of when we're in captivity, okay? But when you greet, let's get into the class. Let's get into a little bit because we're going to get into a little bit further. When you get into class, you understand that the words, it says shalom, Yahweh, Bahasham. This is for the men. Of course, I'm going to get to the women in a second. I'll draw a little line here so you guys won't get it confused. It kind of stops right here. This blue line right there. Right there, okay? Slocky. It is a salute. It's a greeting. When we say shalom, the word means, tell me what somebody in the chat, type in the chat. You know, it doesn't take that long. Type in the chat and tell me what shalom means. Okay? Don't give me no shalom because we talked about that, I think, a week or 2 weeks ago. The shalom, that's one of the fake camps. They add a wa. And they get that from the Yiddish, the messed up discombobulation of their version of how to pronounce it. But the word is shalom. Type in the chat and tell me what shalom means, okay? Tell me what that word is. When we're going to get into it, we're going to say shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. Tell me what shalom means in the chat. We got it spelled out here in the Paleo, of course. We got it spelled in the Paleo. We also got it in the Assyrian. I'll put a P by here. Oh, well, we use red. We use red when we're writing Paleo, and then we use blue when we're writing Assyrian, so you'll understand a little better. But type in the chat, guys. You know, while you're drinking your coffee, your beverage, or whatever you're doing, write in the chat. Ak and akwafs. Okay? Write in the chat what does shalom mean. So you get hands-on training, then you get a little bit more proficient with this understanding. Shalom. What does that word shalom mean? What does that word mean? It's kind of got a glare there. But what's type in the chat? We'll give you guys a few seconds. What does shalom mean before we go any further? Type in the chat. You know, write a word. I mean, there's really no I'm gonna correct you anyway, so there's no really right or wrong answers, and we're gonna get the right answer for you. So don't be shy. You know, I'm not saying ashamed, just don't be shy. What does shalom mean? The word is S-H-A-L-A-M. Shah is this character here. Let's see. What we got? Right over here. Shah. That character. Let me get something to point to here. That's W, that little W looking thing there, that represents Shah. That's why I have it over there. Shah. Okay, and then La, right there. L-A. And tell me in the chat, what does shalom mean? And of course you have an M sound, and that's ma, okay? So you put them together, you have shalom. It's that easy. There's the M, okay? So we have shalom. And of course Hebrew have connectors. We're going to get you guys involved with that too. This helps you guys when you're studying. When you're studying and you're trying to find out how to write Hebrew, so better understanding, what does shalom mean? We'll give you about 10 more seconds here in the chat. What does shalom mean? Okay? All right? Okay, for the sake of time, shalom means this. It means peace. Peace. Type in the chat, how many people knew that? Say yes, say la'ah, or akan. How many people knew shalom meant peace? That's what it means. When somebody say shalom, they're saluting, they say peace. You know, they don't want any hard throwdowns or misunderstanding, so they say peace. Type in the chat if you knew that. If you knew that word, say Khan, K-A-N. You know that word. Man, we say if you knew in the chat that you knew that word was just say yes, Khan. If you didn't, say la-ah. That means no. Okay. Okay. Just say yes or no. Okay. So how many of you guys knew that word shalom means peace? Peace. That's all it means. Okay? The only way to get you guys involved and be active to understand this language is simply, okay, let's see. Who else typed in the chat? Let's see. Okay, Baf Kassad. She said, how would I spell the Hebrew word for daughter? We'll get to that in a second here. Actually, we'll do that. I'll get that for you, okay? The Hebrew word for daughter. We'll get to that. I'll seem like you want to do some some vocabulary. We'll get to that also. Bakasa said, how do you do that? And we'll get to that word here. She wants to know, as you can see in the chat, what's the Hebrew word for daughter? And we're going to set it. We're going to tell her here in a second. Make sure I got it. I got it on my mind here, but let's make sure I get it right. Okay. Because there are a lot of words. I don't want to mess nothing up. But I can tell you here in a second. But that's why we're in class, so we can bring that out. We can show you what these words mean and show you all about it. Sloppy. Okay. Where's my oh, there it is right there. Okay, here it is right here. All right. Since you want to do some Hebrew words, let's do that. Let's go over that right now. The Hebrew word for daughter is banath. Okay? Let's write it down here real quick here. The Hebrew word for daughter is ba-nath. Banath. Just like that. And if you guys have some more words that you want to go over, you know, before I get into the, as I go through class, let me know. But that's the Hebrew word for daughter, banaf. And then, of course, in paleo, it will look like this. Let's go and do that in red here. Did you get that, sis? Type con if you did. In paleo, banaf will look like this. Ba. Okay. Na. You can break it down right here. And then a tha. Okay? Right there. Ba. Na. Means daughter. Okay, sis? Type con if you understand that. Banaf. That's what it means. Any more vocabulary? I mean, as we go, we could, as we go with shalom means peace. Any more words that you want to type? Just let me know. Just tell me what we'll see. We'll Khan, why is na? Okay, you want to know why na is in there. Let's see. Do you know why, sister? Are you asking me questions of rhetorical, or you just asking me questions just to be asking them, or you want to know? Which one? Or you don't know? Okay? All right. All right. Enough. Yeah, that's what it is. Enough. Okay. All right. Let me show you. Let me get to it. It's a preposition, I believe. We'll show you. Okay. Okay, let's find out here. I believe it's a prep. I believe it's a. Ba is in, and then you got da, na, from. Okay. Naf, banaf. Okay. It's a Hebrew. It's probably started off as a preposition, but ba means in. Okay. Na. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, there's a particular reason why you need to know that, sis, other than banaf. Let's see. Just trying to understand, okay? Seriously. Bob. Oh. You want to know why? Okay, got you. All right. Alrighty. That's okay. You're talking about a word baf, and that's a whole nother word than banaf. Banaf, sister, means daughter. Okay? That's what daughter means. Of course, sisters, akwaf. Bath is a whole nother word. All right? Hope that answers your question there. All right? So, if you're trying to learn in Hebrew, the first thing you learn in Hebrew is pay attention in class, and actually always put the answers up there, and we'll get to those answers, okay? All right? Now, so, we got that. We go Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shai, Barakatah. We'll get into that. We said about peace. Did you know what? Did everybody understand that Shalom meant peace? You know, type it in the chat. Type it in the chat for you, so you'll understand. If you understood that. All right. Let's go on and move on. You get that, sis? Let's see if what you did. Come. All right. Oh. Trying to translate that. Oh, you're trying to Kasab, daughter of mercy. Yes. How would you write that? You want to write your name in Hebrew? You want to write your name in Hebrew? Okay. Bath Kasab means daughter of mercy. I'll look it up. Let me see here. Let me find out. Let me find out here. Let me look it up. Since you said that. All right. Let's see. And you got to understand in Hebrew, there are many ways to write different words. You can write rakamashim. That's a word for mercy in Hebrew. You know, it's many ways to write things like that. If your name, but if you want to know how to write your name, we'll get there in a second. Let's see. You can write Kamalak. I'm sorry, Kamalak. Let's translate this word here. All right. If things, there are words like compassion, mercy, pity, things like that. So we'll say, let's use the one that says ka, like this, ka, kama. Need a better pen there. Lock it. Kama. Let's do it right here. Ka. And then this means compassion or mercy, because there's a word for clemency, compassion. So we use ka, ma. Right there. You've never written your name before. We'll write it. We'll write daughter of mercy right here. We'll write Banaf. Then we'll put these two together. Kalah. Oops. Kalah. And then we'll write aha there. Okay? Now, let me write this in another. I'm going to write it in Assyrian, then I'll write it in Hebrew. Ba, like that. Then we'll write Na, like that. And then we'll write a Tha, like this. Okay? Now that will be daughter. I'm not going to put of there, but if daughter is be closest Well, it's kind of backwards here. We got it backwards. This should be over there. Let me turn it around here for you. Let me write as close as I can. All right? Let me write it over. Like this. Like that. And this Banath, Hamalah. Banath, Hamalah. Let's see. You got that? You get it? Khan the water, sir? Okay, yeah. Good. In other words, you want to write daughter of mercy. That would be a translation right here. And that would be daughter, A-U-G-H-T-E-R, of mercy. So in Hebrew, sometimes they don't, they don't go through the process of saying that, but if you just said that, it's included in the word. Like Banath, that's daughter. This is daughter, since you want to do that. I mean, we could be here all night translating names. But next time, sis, if you could for me, and I would like you to say, Khan, sir, if you could for me, always write those down and say, and I'll do it for you toward the end of class, okay? But it's no problem. I don't have a problem doing it right now. Ha-ma-la. That's mercy. And that mercy right there, it says compassion, pity, or mercy. So daughter of mercy. If that's what you think it is, a daughter of mercy, whatever that is. Okay? And of course, this word is mercy. All right. Daughter included mercy. Final count? Let's see if you paid attention here. Calm the water, sir. Okay, all right. Baf Kasad. All right. Calm kind, sis. Did you get it down? If I'm done with that, then we'll move on, okay? But next time, just tell me ahead of time, then we'll write that down. I'll try to translate it the best I could. Okay? Because I have to move on to different things, but it's okay. That's good. It's Tawab. It's good that people want to have their name written down. You should know what your name means anyway, But I can take it, I'll translate it, and I'll write down, okay, Banath Ha-Malah, daughter of mercy. And this is Assyrian. If I was to write that in Hebrew, it will look like this, sis. If you want to write that in Paleo, we'll write it in red here. Let's see. We'll write Ba. Well, we'll get a better pen here. Salakia. Here. There we go. Ba. Let's translate it here. Ba. Na. Tha. Banath. That's daughter in Hebrew. And it's got to put the connectors on here. Ba, Nath. Just like that. Then we put Ka. Let's see which Ka. I'm sorry, it's Ha. I take that back. That is Ha. Look like this. Ha. Then we have a Ma. Like that. Then we have a La. And then we have another Ha. Now I didn't take the time to do all that for you, sis. This is the paleo in red, and then the blue, daughter of mercy. Just like that. I mean, that's more ways to write that. Khan, okay, good. Baf Kasad, very good. Get that sister a hand. Got her name translated right there. If that's the case, Baf Kasad, daughter of mercy. Whatever it is, I'm assuming that you understand that right now. Ba Naf, that's paleo. Ha Ma La. Hamalah. And then here it is in Assyrian. Ba Naf, daughter. Banath, B-A-N-A-H. It's not necessarily a preposition, that's just the way it is. where it rolls off. I'll explain it another time. Ha-ma-la. Lord of mercy. Okay? All right. Now we can move on. Yahweh. Who knows what Yahweh is? Type it in the chat. And since we'll address whoever wants to address it in class. All right. Okay. Yahweh. You know, how do we write that? Who is Yahweh? That's the Most High. We'll write it up here. That's the Most High. You know, when the people say God, that's actually Yahweh. Let's see what we have written in here. The power. Now the power will be more like, the power is more like Allah. When you say the power, you're saying Bakasah more like, or anybody for that matter, you're saying the power more like Allah. But when we say, and that's in the Lord's Prayer, when we say Wahala, the power, that's the power. But when we're saying the Most High's name, Yahweh, make no mistake about it, it's Yahweh. In other words, we'll write it in Paleo here. Yah. We write, see if we got room, yeah. Yah. Okay. Ha. This is Paleo Hebrew. Okay. Yah, ha. Okay, there. I'm sorry. Wa. And of course we have to put that H back on the end there, so it's like that. And if you want to understand, it's too many there. If you understand Hebrew, Paleo has connectors, as we've discussed in previous classes, okay? And then it goes, you say Yah, Ha, and then you join them together right here with this Wa and the Ha. That is, in Assyrian, we have connectors for people who don't know and don't understand. The connectors help you to enunciate or pronounce the pure words of Hebrew, okay? The pure language, all right? So, there, just like that. That's Paleo, okay? This is the Paleo for that word, Yahweh. That's his name. Not Allah, not power. Make sure you understand that, sis. Let's make sure you got that over there. And everybody else in the chat, for that matter. Make sure you understand, say Khan. Bakasad, if you understand that, say Khan, Khan. A Khan, sir, either one will do. That's how you dress an officer of the ISUPK, okay? You're officer of 50 all the way up to the generals, all the WAPs. You know, you always dress them Khan, sir, okay? So, Yahweh. Yahweh, that's the Most High. Okay? That's what that means. So far, so good. And of course, anybody else that wanted to get their name sort of translated, when I say daughter of mercy, you know, you just put the words, put it together. Let me know after class, just say, and I'll just say Khan, my name, and I'll have it for you next week, because it takes a lot of time to do that. Khan, okay, good. Let's make sure that happens. And I'll make sure you get your name translated. Good, sis Bakasad. Okay, good. Okay. So, in Khan, just for you saw, it means yes, my Lord, yes. You know, because Sarah called Abraham my Lord. So it's not any bad understanding to say, yes, my Lord. That's what you're doing. That's what the sisters say. Khan, all right? And of course, when you say it to a higher person of higher rank, you say, Khan, yes, my Lord. All right? That means you understand. All right? All right. So this is Paleo for his name. We'll write the Assyrian right here. We're going to say Shalom means peace. We'll write that above here. Peace. Well, you guys write this down. It's good to go take class slow, methodical, slow, and take your time. That way by the time you get there, you'll really understand these words right here. So and that's Paleo in red, and then in Assyrian, it will look like this. Yah, looks like this. Yah looks like that. In other words, it looks like a little bird over here. You come over here. Abagada hawazaka taya in Assyria, down right there. See? That word, that right there. I'm going to get a bigger poster and I hope you guys can see that. Yah. Yah, and then we write ha, of course. Ha. Right there. Yaha. Then, of course, we have to write wa like this. Sort of a straight line, maybe with a little tip on the end right there. It's all from the chart right there. All I'm doing is translating from here to there. Ya, ha, wa. And then, of course, you have to put another ha over here. Just like that. I don't want to get too close to this, so I got to move this out of the way. Sloppy for that. We're being a little sloppy there. Sloppy. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay? And that's in Assyrian and Hebrew. That's how you write the Most High's name. Don't make the mistake. Don't call him, you can, you know, he is the powerful. But we don't want to call him Allah. You know, we'll leave that translated for some other religion. When you address the Most High's name, you say Yahweh. You want to say the power, you know, you say that and you make sure that you understand that that means Allah. Allah means power, okay? You address it as Yahweh, okay? All right, so far so good, okay? Ba'ashem. Let's see, how many people know what Ba'ashem means? Sean, all of you, Dina, Bakasad, everybody else. Who else we got in class here? Bakasad, how long you been in ISUPK? Let me know. If you can, for me, tell me. It's the first time you got your name translated. Daughter of mercy, Bob. Okay. Ba'ashem, what does that mean? All right. And I think what you when you say I think what you're saying when you say Ba, when you're trying to say like we say Ban is son, B-A-N, and you're trying to say the Ba, but the word really for a daughter is Banath. But anyway, yeah, Ban is son. Yeah, exactly. Okay. We'll get into Bath in a little bit here. We'll get a little more detail right there. But that's what I got down, Banath. Okay? Yeah. How many people know what Ba'ashem means? Let's see how many people in the chat knows what that means? Ba'ashem. She have, in the name. Very good, sis. You're on top of it today. Good. So this is a man's, now you got to understand something. This is the man's greeting. He will say Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah. And we're just showing what these words mean. When you hear a man say that, then you're going to reply, Yahweh, Shamar, I'll Athah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's what the women say. So it means, translated, Sham is name. So Ba is right here, in the name. Okay? Wouldn't quite call her a preposition, but that's just what it means. And like we say, Banath, you're saying in. It's just what the word means. Banath. Okay? I'm not gonna break it apart like that. I'm gonna go into something that I don't do every day. Ba'ashem. Ba is in, ha is the, and you put sham together, you'll have in the name. That's what that word will be. Ba'ashem. Let's see something here. Let me see. I think I have some. Sham, yeah. Let's see here. Let's go to some prepositions. Let me make sure here. What was I at here? Let's see. Let's find out something here. Okay, good. Let's go back here to my prepositions. Let's find out here because I gotta make sure I jog my memory here. Yeah, here we go, right here. Okay, Bahasham, she said in the name, and she's exactly 100% right. Bahasham means in the name, and let's go to let me say this right here. Oh, there it is right there. Okay, ba, yeah, ba is a preposition that actually means in. Okay, the, yeah, that's right, I had it right. Okay, so ha, these are prepositions. Now that is different. When you say banaf, that's different. But when you say bahir, you're saying in the name. Sham is name. When you say shamka, you say that's your name. But that is not, that is, let's just break this down a little bit here. But not, you wouldn't, when you say shamka, it's going to be at the end. So let's break it down. That would be a possessive adjective, so we'll go there. Let's go to that possessive adjective. Let's see what that, from my memory here is failing me here. So let's go to, instead of possessive adjective, Hebrew prepositions, let's go to the possessive adjective of that. There it is right there. Okay. Let's go to the possessive adjective. The possessive adjective, if I want to say, you or your, there you go. So if I say your name, I would say Shamka, like that. Hope everybody understands that and can see that. Sham is name. We're going to build off of Bahasham. That's in the name. It's a pure words we're talking about in Hebrew. Shamka. Ka. Okay? And ka is actually, like I said, it's a preposition. I'll put it up here. Prep. It's a preposition. Oh, that's sloppy. We don't want that. Let's do it a little better than that. We'll take the time to write it like this. Prep. Okay? It's a preposition, ka. And when you put that preposition on the end right there, it's a good understanding to know that it means the name. You got name. And then you have ka as a preposition, you have your name. But of course we're not, we're just kind of using up this word sham to let you know that that's what it means. In the name is Bahasham, okay? And Shamka means the name, or your name, I'm sorry, not the name, your name. Your name, okay? So I just thought I'd throw that in right there. That's when you can use a possessive adjective right there, okay? But that's what it means. Bahasham means in the name. So let's break that down. Let's break that word down here. Let's do the Paleo Hebrew ba, like that. It looks like that. That's a B. You find it way over there. See? Right here. That ba right there. See that ba right there? If you guys pay attention, that's what it is. If you pay attention to these, you'll get a lot of understanding just from the Hebrew chart and some of my experience maybe. Ba, ha, we'll write the ha down. That means you gotta look over here and find ha. And so we see it over there, so it looks like this. Like that. Baha. Okay, and we're writing in Paleo, we won't have an ending character, but it's gonna have connectors, and then we're gonna write Sha. Sha looks like this. Like that little W right there. Right there. Sha, okay? Okay, then we have Ma. Like that. All right. Oh, I got a little point there. That's but okay. So we say ba, ha, and then we have to do something special here. We have to join the sha and the ma together. That's where you get sham or name. Now, if you guys take good notes on that, this right here will teach you even how to pronounce that. So when you get back to your name, Bakasa, you'll begin to understand how I broke that down. Because I know how your name sounds, I look it up, okay, and translate it, go backwards. It's so many things that you can do. It's a pure language. I mean, you know, but that's how it's easy to learn because it's our tongue. And that's when we give you a chance, you guys write that down. That is the paleo. Let's write the, let's see. Let's write the Assyrian down. Okay, good. We've still been doing okay on time. Let's write the Assyrian down right here. Let's see. We'll write it down right here. Let's write the Assyrian down. Okay? The Syrian for that will be a B like this. That's what a B looks like in Assyrian. Okay? Looks just like that. Because you're writing ba. So all you gotta do is look over the chart and find the ba over there. So you say ba, then you write the ha. When you want to find in Assyrian the ha, you look over on the chart, or, you know, you can do it from memory. You can go like this, like this. That's ha. Okay? Because you're saying baha and you want to say sha. Well, then you go to find out here that a sha almost look like the other one, but it's going to look just more like Assyrian, like a bastard language that it is, because the pure language is in red and it is the paleo. So here's Assyrian in blue, and then we write the M. Here's something special going to happen right here. Guys, hope you pay attention in class here. Something special. We have what you call, ending character. And that ending character over here is this M. I'll write it out in green because I've been doing that since day one, since I've been teaching the class. That M represents something that looks like this. Okay? Looks like a circle with or a square with a stem. And that, the reason why is because at the end of all Assyrian words, if you're paying attention, the end of all Assyrian words, if they end in these characters, we call them the Assyrian Hebrew language. These are the letters above, that are ending here. Let's say, if we say the ma, the paleo ma looks like this. The regular Assyrian ma looks like that, but the ending character for it is right here. That one right there. And here it is right here. Here it is again. Sham. So if you see an M at the end of an Assyrian spelling enunciation of a word in Hebrew, it's going to look like that. Okay, so in the name, very good. Okay, Yahweh Shai. Type in the chat. What does Yahweh Shai mean? Let's see. Okay, y'all still there? Good. What, since this is a men's greeting, we'll get to the women's greeting here in a second because it's similar, but it's not the same. It's all pure language, okay? Yahweh Shai. What does Yahweh Shai mean? What is that? What does Yahweh Shai mean? Okay, type it out in the chat. Take your time, type it out in the chat. Let's see. See here. Let me get it up in the chat over here, find out a little bit better. I don't know, I hope it came through the, I don't know. Let's see. In the chat, what does Yahweh Shai mean? And we'll write it down how you translate there in a second here. Yahweh Shai. What does that mean? Okay? All right? And the name Son of the Most High, okay? She says Son of the Most High. That's right. It was Christ. And Yahweh Shai got a special name also. He's Hamashiach. That means he's a savior. That's different. She says Son of the Most High. She's exactly right. We'll put that down. We can use that. Or we can say he's the Son of the Most High. We can say Savior. Now we can put Savior. We'll put Christ. We'll put down here Son of the Most High. Or, that's good. Or we can put Hamashiach, Hamashiach, he's also Savior, but we put that word down. But Christ is actually what some Christians would call Christ. Okay? All right? But the pure language don't use Christ like that. We use Yahweh Shai. So to translate that word in Hebrew, we're going to say, just like, and this is how you begin to learn how to write it. Then we go to paleo again. Yah, there's Yah, right there. If you find it on the chart over here, it's right there. Yah, Y-A, Yah. Okay, if you see that chart, kind of strain on your eyes there. Very good, Bob Kassad, you're doing very well in class. Okay? Amen, very good. And all the other people that are typing in the chat, I appreciate that. Yah-ha, then of course we're going to use ha. Okay? We go over here and look at the chart, we have ha like this. Better pen there. Ha. Yah-ha, and we're not going to put the connectors on until we get finished with the translation here. Yah-ha, then we're going to write wa, like this. All right? Right there, Yah-ha, so we say Yah-ha, wa, and then we write sha. The sha is like this, little W looking thing right there. And we're going to write an I. That I looks like this, like a zero, just like that. So let's say the connectors. Yah, ha, wa. Then we connect the shy because it's connected, just like that. How you pronounce word, that's why we say Yahweh Shai, because we know the connectors of the word. We use the connectors. A connector in Hebrew looks like this. You have an upside down connector like that. That means it is an independent sound. You say a sound, you want to use that chart over there and use it an independent sound, you use this connector underneath it. As simple as that. If you want to use it and join two things together like the wa and the I and say shy, you have to join them together like that with a U. With a proper, a U, a looking U there. Instead of the upside down, you use the other way. Okay? All right? So this is independent right here. Independent. And this is the dependent connector. It's no such thing as being basic. It's such thing as being repetitive. And of course, that's what we're doing here. All right? So far, so good. All right, let's go to let's go to let's see what we want to do next here. Let's go to Barak. How many people know what Barak means? Not Barack Obama. Type in the chat if you know what Barak means. You know, that word means something in the Hebrew. So far we have peace, the Most High, we have shalom. Then we have the Most High in the name of Yahweh Shai, or Christ, or the Son of the Most High, Bob said. Barak. What does that mean? What does that word mean? What does Barak mean? Okay? What does it mean? What does that word mean? I'm not going to write the Assyrian. I'll just write the Paleo here for sake of time. Because the pure language has the connections that teaches you how to pronounce the word. Let's see, Barak. What is it? Let's see. Do I have that in mind? Let me go. Let's see. She said bless, okay? Very good. She's exactly right. Means bless. Exactly right. Sis is on it there. He's on target. Very good, sis. It means you're doing a fantastic job, and everybody else in the chat also. Bless. That's what it means. That's what the words interpret. It means bless. So far, we have peace, shalom, not shalom, shalom. The Most High, in the name. The name of Yahweh Shai, or the Son of the Most High. We'll take that, or Christ. We'll say that, or he's our Savior. You can say Hamashiach. But that's a whole nother translation, a whole nother word. Bless. Bless who? What does a thaw mean? Well, I'll translate Barak here. Barak. Tell me what a thaw is in the meantime, Rev. What does a thaw mean? Type down what that is. Everybody in the chat. Let's don't let Bach Kassad say it, but I mean, if she wants to, not a problem with me, but everybody else. Participate. Barak will say ba, ra, like that. Then we have to use a ka. Ka looks like this. There are two different ways to write ka. Of course, we'll write the connectors in a second. What does it mean? Sis she wrote you. She's 100% right. She's saying this a little bit. All right. And that's what the Most High said. That's what he's saying. We put Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak, Atha. Now, I want you, and I'll get to another word over here, because I want to say, what if you're addressing more than one officer, or, one male for that matter? When you're saluting a male in the ISUPK, or in the Bible, that's how the Bible actually says it. So, what would you do over here for a thought? Because it does mean you, but we'll get back here. I'll translate that one too. Barak. We have to go with a connector here, and ba by itself, and then we'll put R-A-K, rock, as a dependent connector. So, what will we do? It means you. You're exactly right. So if I want to say more than one, or make this, okay, the sis put a thumb. That's right. Now for a man, that's good, sis. Let me make sure I get this right for the, as a matter of fact, I got it right here. Barakatham. That's right. Barakatham. She's exactly right. Okay. So we'll say, we put an M right here, and the place over here, let's just write it out. But a woman would say a thun, and the man would say a thumb. So let's kind of write that. Let me see. We'll get down here. We'll write that down for a second here. But let me see if I got space over here. We'll say tha, barakathum. Okay, that's plural for you, for all of y'all. That means you got 2 people or 100 people. It's Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, barakathum. The man is saying that to another male. Or he's saying that to a sister. He would say, Yahweh Shemar Alatha, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We'll get into that for a second here. But Atha means you. And it spells like this. Like that. That A. Over here. Can't be no more simpler than this A right there. There it is right there. All you got to do is look this up on that table over there, and you'll be able to spell in Hebrew, okay? Let's see. What I got here? A thumb, yeah, she said a thumb, okay. that's what it says right here. Just laid down cross up here. And of course you want the Syrian is down here, because the handwritten is down there. I get involved with the Syrian just to show you that it's there, ending characters like this. But the Paleo I concentrate on because it's the actually the pure words of the Hebrew, okay? And because you can get really off a little bit with the Assyrian sometimes. Okay? So let's see what we got. All right. Good. And so let's finish writing there. Tha, then we'll write ha right there. Ha. So we'll write, the connectors will be ah and then tha, just like that. Independent sound right here, ah. Then we want to put the tha over here, gets this full tha, T-H-A, then we have the ha. You have to put that on there, because if you did, you say a tha. But if you want to say a tha, you have to say that ha sound. A tha, like that. Of course, if you want to say a thumb, it will be translated like this. Put women over here. Down a little bit here, and then if you want to say a thumb, you say ah, tha, and then you write, and then you put an M right here. Okay, like that. Ah, thumb. The only difference is one is tha, H over here, one is M. Now, if you were writing that in Assyrian, I might as well do that just for the sake of writing it. The Syrian will look like this. Ah, and you have tha, like that, like this, and then you have need some room over here, boy. Why I did that? Like this. Erase this right here so we have some room right there to write this. And then we'll write, of course, we'll lock it for the green there. Okay? Then we'll write, we want to put that green M right here when you want to write a thumb, because right there represents the M. An ending character in Assyrian, you have to put that ending character there. A thumb. Like Baka saw that. That's exactly right. So that's how you write the men's salute. We'll get into the, and of course let's get into the women's salute, okay? It's Yahweh Shamar Al Tha Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Let's follow along the same way. Yahweh, who is Yahweh? That's the Most High. So we'll write the same translation until we get into some of these other words over here. We'll write the same translation. We'll say Yah, Yah, like that. Ha, like that. Wa, and then we write another like this. Yah, ha, wa. Okay? That means the Most High. All right? All right? Shamar. What does Shamar mean? Sis, brothers, brothers and sisters, Ak and Akwak, Yum, Akim and Akwathium. What does that mean? What does Shamar mean? All the brothers should know what that means. Sis, you should know what it means too. Oh, what does it mean? Okay. Let's put it this way. We're going to say it means to watch. You have, I think, let's see in the chat. Back beside you have what? There you go. There, she corrected it. Very good. Yes, Sister Ann. You know what I was going to say, right? Watch over. The word Shamar Ayel means to watch over. And she's right. She changed it, and she good. She did that because she realized watch. Watch. We got room. Yeah, we'll write it down here. W-A-T-C-H. And then this word means over. Ayel. Not a lot of people say ill, but it's not, because in the Hebrew language, we have two vowel sounds. One's an ah. Everything's going to have an ah on it, except for one, and it'll be I. And there's one of them right there. Aisle. Okay? Watch over. So when you say, when the Most High, Yahweh, when you say Shamar, that means to stand guard. That means may the Most High watch, stand guard. He's going to protect who? Over. Shamar is we'll write it out in Hebrew. Shamar is to watch over, and that's what we have to do sometime. When we say Shamar, who's going to be on Shamar, who's going to watch. Okay? And so we say, Shamar is like Shah, right there. Shah, this much of the word right there. Then a Ma, that Ma, right here, like that. And then a Ra, like that. So Shah, and then of course you have Shah is all by itself. And if it's by itself, you see Mar. Anytime you drop a letter at the end right there, generally it's going to be joined on to another character, another one of the characters. And that's, in this case, is N. So the Ra, the Ma, and the Ra gets joined. Shamar. That's what that word looks like in Paleo. And of course, in Assyrian, that same word, it looks sort of like this. It'll look like this, like a little chicken scratch, I guess. Like this, Shamar, and then of course it's not an ending character for the R, so it doesn't have a special character that we have to look on the chart. There are 5 special characters for the ending for Assyria that we have in blue here, and that's not one of them. The R is not one of them. Okay? Let me write this down so you guys, when you're writing, you'll be able to differentiate. Ba, Ra, Jesus. Lord. Let's see. Okay. All right. Ba, take my time here. Write it in Paleo. Trying to get it so you guys can understand it. Ba, then we have Ra, then we have Ka, like that. Okay. Now, yeah, I wrote it in red. Barak. Okay. Go back to Shamar. Shamar, over. And this is in Assyrian, right here. I kind of put them close together, so lucky for that. But in the red here, that's why I do different colors so you can differentiate. Shah, see how they look, how they resemble? It's kind of help you here. They look, those W's are actually Shah. That's what it means. Shah. There it is right there. Shah. Mar, M. There's an N. Upside down N. This looks like, I don't know what, some sort of N. But it looks like an upside down N with a curl. Okay, all right. A little bit there. Then the R like a backwards 4, Shamar. Okay. Then in Syrian it's Shamar, like that. Looks like a 7. Let's make that look a little longer 7 with a little curl there, like that. Something like that. That Ra. If you look at this Ra over here, it looks like this. Right there. Of course, the Ra up there, 4, and that looks like a backwards R. Right there. Shamar. Okay? And over, that's aisle. So we'll do this. We'll say over, aisle, right here. Looks like a little 0. Over, and then of course you have an L. Look right there, okay? Now that's just one, here's an instance where you have one connector because that's what it is. It's one word. You don't have I, la. That's a whole other word. That's why you use connectors. This is a good example why you use connectors right here. Okay, watch over. When you join them together, you hear one sound, and it says I. Don't pronounce it ill. Don't do that. That's not Hebrew. Don't get into these Shalom people when they mess stuff up. Pronounce it I, I'll. Salaki to anybody, men above me or anybody that understand that. But you pronounce the word I because Hebrew is ah and I for your vowel sounds, okay? Ah and I, all right? And a tha, back to a tha again. Most people know a tha means you, so we'll write that down. We'll go ahead and write it down. Let's see. We don't need this anymore. Okay? All right? So Yahweh Shamar, and then we'll just duplicate what we have up here. Ah, tha, like this. Ah, tha, like that. Okay? That's what that is. Ah, tha. And of course, the same rule will apply, women, when you're writing this, except for a thumb, you want to say what? What word would you use if you want to make a tha or you, which is what it means? It means you. It means you. How would you say a tha for women? How would you say that in the Hebrew? If this was feminine, instead of you saying barakathum, you don't say barakathum, so how would you say that? What would you say? I'll give you guys a few seconds. I mean, look, we use an M for the plural of you, many of yous or a lot of people. A thumb, barakathum. You say barakathum for men with the M, plural. But if you want to say Yahweh, Shamar, the Most High, watch over, Isle, of Tha, you, if you want to say many of you, if you want to say plural for you, what would we use? What word will we use? What will we use? Give you guys a chance to write that in the chat. What will we use? Okay? You guys a chance to write that down. All right? What will we use in the chat? To watch over. Slide for that. Okay, what will we use in the chat? Write it down in the chat. Instead of a tha, if you want to make it feminine plural for a tha, is what? That's really what I'm saying. What's the feminine plural? Give you guys a few more seconds here. Because like I said, a thumb, we use the M over here. What would you use? Give a few more seconds here. Okay, for the sake of time, we'll go ahead and write it out. You will use the word, instead of a tha, you use the word thon. So that is feminine plural, okay? A thon, in other words, you use an N. This N makes a big difference right there. That N. Okay? Woo. Use the word N. All right? It makes a big difference. Use the word athon. So the women will use their full, if they're addressing a platform of men or many men, they would say, if we say Yahweh Shemar Alatha Bashem Yahweh Shai. to you, did you salute us? And you hold your hands like that. You say Yahweh Shema. That's submission to the male. Yahweh Shema Alatha Bahashim. Yahweh Shah. Okay? But if you want to say to the, if you want to say to midi, you want to say Yahweh Shemar Al Athan with this in here. Ba'Shem, we know what Ba'Shem means, right? In the name of, we said that before, so we don't have to go over that one again. We know what it means. It means in the name of. We already know how to translate it here. I'll write it down here just in case. In the name of. Ba. We'll write it again just for the sake of writing it there. Ba ha Shem. Okay? There it is. Ba ha Shem. Ba ha Sham, I'm sorry, not Shem. Okay? Hope you guys understand that so far. And then, of course, Yahweh Shai is like it always been. In other words, what you're saying basically is the Most High watched over the men, okay, in the name of Christ, or the name of Hamashiach, or the name of the Savior, in the name of Christ. Yahweh Shai. Watch over these men. That's your job, sis. To watch, to say a prayer, to watch, you say, I'm saying, send a salute, Salakia. Send a salute to the men. Look, watch over my man. You know, that keeps the house in order when you do that. When you, that keeps the school in order. That keeps the women, you know, that keeps the happiness and understanding. When you salute your men properly and you do all that, man, he wants to say, Yahweh Shema, Alatha. Okay? Yahweh Shema, Alatha. Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. He wants to say that, because the man going to say, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathan. Barakatha, or Barakatham. Okay? So, depends on who he's addressing, that's how you address it. But that's a good lesson of understanding for you guys to understand. Of course, we'll go ahead and translate Yahweh Shai down here real easy, because it's right up here in front of us in the paleo. We might have enough time here. Yeah, I think we did. Yahweh Shemar, Yahweh Shai, like this. Got you right there. Yahweh Shai. And it's good to know this. It's good to know the salute, the pure language, the pure words of the Hebrew, to understand it. So, and also to know the salute, write it down. Now you have on the board the Hebrew translation. You have, and if guys, if you have a Hebrew translation of what you want to write down, you'll understand a little better. Now you understand a little better of how to write down the Hebrew for all of the translations of LASHAWAN QADASH for the salute, the men's salute and the women's salute, so you'll understand a little better. Okay? Let's see here. Of course, we have some more words. Let's see. Since we're on this, let's see. If you want to say sister in Hebrew, I believe that's the translation. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you want to say, mother's arm, I believe is Ba is son, so you want to say, there's another way of saying it. You want to say Bath. You can use that. Bond, and it's a son. So you want to say, but daughter's actually Banath. The word actually, when you want to say daughter, Banath. But if you want to say Bath, it's the sister, a sis, a sister. And really like akwaf, but it's like sister. A woman is asha. I don't know if I have enough room to write that down. Let's see. If you want to write woman, I mean, there's a lot of ways to write things, but if you want to write woman, it's what did I say? Asha? Asha, yeah. Asha. That's for woman. Sis, we were talking about that earlier, okay? We want to write down daughter, I said, I think it was Banath. All right? That's actually the word for Banath. You write, Ban is son, so if you want to write, a lot of people, if you want to write, if you want to say, I think the word is Bath for, not daughter, but I think it's used word for sister, sis, or sister, okay? All right, Banah is actually daughter. A-G-H-T-R. All right, then you go as Bath. When you say your name, what's your name? You know, it's this. Bath. What you say her name was? Yeah, Bath Kasad. Bath Kasad. You can say it's really Banath Kasad, but Bath Kasad is this sister. You can say that. It's a sister of mercy. You know, but when you want to say daughter, you make sure you say Banath. You know, correct me on this. I'll get with an officer, but I believe that's what it is. Banath. Okay. But if you want to say a female is Nakwabah. We got enough room to write Nakwabah? Let's see. I think I do. Na-kwa. See if I spell it right. Man. What did I say? Oh yeah, Na-kwa. Then you want to write Ba. And that would be female. Female, okay? For the women who wanted to know this. So you said Nakwaba, female. Asha is a woman. Bana is daughter. Sister, Bath. I would use that to write sis, a sister. Or you can write Akwaf, I think. You can say Akwaf. There we go. Just like that. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. And what you want to do is study your Hebrew chart, because in understanding these salutes right here, you get to understand the pure language and why we say this, shalom. And that way you won't be deceived with the word like shalom, like I said. The Most High, Yahweh, you'll begin to understand that there are other words in here, like in, ba, it's a preposition. So you want to say ba, or you want to say the sister, or you want to say habath, you know, the sister, or you want to say the brother, haban, what did I say? That's the son, the son, yeah, haban. I mean, you can make words happen. There's a lot of different ways to say things. Like we would write, you know, hey bro, hey brother, hey son, hey sis, hey sister, how you doing, daughter, how you doing, girl? You know, there are words for these. Like for instance, if you want to write, you want to say some more words here. You want to write grandmother, you want to say Sabatha, S-A-B-A-T-H. You want to say Granddaughter, you want to say na, ya, na. Okay? You want to say grandmother, of course I said sabatha. You want to say great grandmother, you say gadal sabatha. Okay? Sister, akwaf, or you can say bath. He's a sister, or bath yahawada, or bath kasad, in your case, daughter of mercy, and bath yahawada. If you're Judah, I don't know, you be bath Parim, I don't know, you're bath God. Bath, sister, okay? But the word for daughter itself is banah. You can say, let's get back here. In ba, you can say ha, for thee, those are prepositions. We're going to get into that in some classes where you have the understanding of prepositions. You have the understanding of possessive adjectives like we talked about over here in Sham. That's a good one. When you put ka on the end, shamka. You know, your name. You know? That's I think it's the word for what is ma'a. So you say ma'a, M-A-H, ma'a, or ma. It's, you know, maha, maha shamka. You're asking a person what their name is. Ma'a shamka. Okay, those are interrogative words when you ask questions. What, when, who, why, where. Ma'a shamka would say, what's your name? You're checking that out. You're finding out what their name is, okay? Let's see. Let me see what else we got over here. Okay, good. Okay, and of course, you can say the blessed. You can say Barak, okay, or you're blessed, Barak Ka. You have to drop Barak Ka. You actually have to add that Ka in there because the word itself for blessed is Barak. So you want to drop that. Baraka, the bless. And we read these sometimes in the Tanakh. When we read the Tanakh for Sabbath class, Sabbath services, we'll read a lot of these words in here and go back sometime. I translate some of them, sometimes I don't. But atha, you say you know, right here. Let's see, shamar, you can take that word to a whole nother level. You can use we're watching, she's watching. I'm sorry. This actually, to watch is actually a male and female together there. Let's see if I can find that. I may even have that in here. And let's see here. And let's see, yeah. Okay. Yeah, what is your name? Okay, good. Let's see. I want to say, okay, there it is, right there. Okay. I want to say, word like gather. You know, that's Quabataza. Quaba, Q-A-B-A, then Taza. Quabataza, together something. Together. We'll go over more vocabulary because it seems like more and more we talk about these words, we can build on them. But today's lesson, like I said, is the men's salute and the woman's salute. And of course, we went over some of the words, vocabulary. The woman's salutes, they're different. And they mean something different. Let's go over one more time here. Shalom is peace. Don't let me catch you guys out there saying shalom. Shalom. Not like these fake Israelite camps out here. They don't know what they're talking about. Don't use it. Yahweh, the Most High. Okay? Yahweh. All right? There it is. Yahweh in the Syrian, and there it is in the Hebrew. And the Paleo Hebrew. Both the Hebrews, just when we got in captivity, they took all of our, let's show you over here. They took all of our, and the Syrian came from this. They took every last one of these characters, there were all 22 of them, and gave a new symbol to them. Okay? So, you know, translations can be messed up. a little bit. Because the Yiddish people over there, they're using the Assyrian. They don't know how to use our holy language. Why? Because we're the holy people. We have the pure words of the Hebrew. We have the pure tongue, the LASHAWAN QADASH. Commander General Yohana teaches us since 1969, established ISUPK. We've been using the Israelite School of ISUPK, using the holy tongue for understanding, for knowing what words and what characters are in the Bible by that chart right there, the Paleo Hebrew. The Syrian, we'll get that and we'll understand it, but understand that that Assyrian is can have some mal or bad words in there, just bad translations, I guess I would say. You would say, but when you get something that's Paleo, you know that it's real. It's a pure language. But we read the Syrian because some of the words found in the scrolls are the Syrian, because that's what we had in our captivity. They didn't like our LASHAWAN QADASH, so they changed it, and that's the reason why we teach that. So we teach that they have ending characters. But like I said, a pure language, you can really understand it. Look at this, it said Ba-ha-sham. Ba-ha-sham. Oh, okay, let's look up Ba. In, the, ha, sham, sham. Sham is name. Oh, okay. But over here, you have no way, I can say Basham. I can pronounce this many ways. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. I can pronounce this Basham. Without any break, just no forethought of how to really break the word down. But over here, in the name, Ba, it's an independent sound. That's why we put this U, upside down U here. That is an independent connector. I'm reiterating some stuff for clarity and understanding. Ha, right here. That ha right there is an independent sound. So it's Ba-ha. But when we go here to Sham, we're reiterating. That Sham over here on the chart, Sha, and then Ma doesn't have an ending sound because it's Paleo. So you just put a regular M in there like you would any other M. That Ma right there. And connect that with the Sha, and you got something. You have a word, Sham. So it's in the name. This literally translates in the name. That's where it comes from, okay? And as class wraps down a little bit here, I think, we have a few more seconds we can talk about it. And of course, just to make sure you guys understand that, let's repeat it again. It's tha is what you want to use for you, but sisters would say a thon with an N. The men would say a tha for you, just like the sisters would say, except for when you want to use the plural, it's a thumb. So one's a thumb, the men, and a thon with an N, that's the sisters, okay? And here's some words here, like I said, makoba, asha, banath, bath, sister, or akwath. Use either one to understand it. And anything else, let's see here. Bashem, Yahushua, Yahushua is his name. That's how you pronounce it. Yah, we'll say Yah, independent sound. So that's why you use an upside down U, because it says in the Paleo. That's why I like using the Paleo. It's a pure word, pure language. Yah, then you use the Ha, Yaha. Make that a little longer there, okay? Okay, that upside down, those connectors. And you see these connectors written in stone sometime when you read the Paleo and in the old scrolls there. when you pick them up. You'll actually see some of these connectors. Yah, ha, and then you have wa. That little Y looking thing right there. Right there. It has its own sound. That's why you say Yah, ha, wa. But when you get to shy, you have to say sha, that little W look there, and that little O looking thing there's an I. Shy. So is Yahweh Shai. Okay? And I believe that's actually, yeah, that concludes the class. Guys, hope you guys understood that. Next week we're going to talk a little bit more. We're going to get a little bit depth with some more LASHAWAN QADASH. But right now we have the ISUPK announcements, the security announcements, okay? We are the ISUPK, started out in 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. The rule for the new brother and sister: when a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it, okay? After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. All right? After 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. The tithes, which is the commandment. It's in Numbers 18 and 21. It's a commandment in the Bible. Malachi 3, 8 and 10. It's there also. It means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma is of, that's a Aisharah. Ma Aisharah. That means of the 10th, So, 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. The priest funds, the free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory, all right? Let's see what else we have. Whatsoever amount you would like to have. The upholy convocations are these. These are our feast of the Most High. These are the days that we assemble together for instead of the holidays, we use the convocation of the high holy days, okay? The next holy day we're going to have is Purim. Purim, the 14th day of the 15th day of the 12th month, Thursday, February 25th, and Friday, February 26th, 2021. You find that in Esther 9, 20, and 31. Let's see. We have the Passover. It's going to be held in Houston, Texas there. Get with your camp leader, and he'll direct you in that. But the Passover, the 14th day of the first month, Thursday, April, in this case, it'll be April, I believe, the 22nd, all the way to the 2nd, the 4th, the 5th, 26th, I believe, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. So the 22nd to the 25th. At sundown, Exodus 12, 1 through 51, Leviticus 23, 4 and 5, 1 Corinthians 5, 7 and 8, 2 Corinthians 30 and 17. You don't want to miss this Passover. The Most High actually commands you to come. If you are black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, the Most High commands you to come. The Captain Commanding General Yohana, has told us to come to Houston, Texas. And that's where we're going to wind up with the ISUPK Passover, okay? The Passover of the Lord. That's what ISUPK, that's what we're going to meet to have it. So everyone, make sure you come, all right? Bring your family and have a great time. And so that, we're going to say Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to all my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Al Atham, to all the sisters. For that we say, Shalom.